The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Rock Ridge High School. We're at Seppi Field on the campus of Rock Ridge High School for this Section 7 AA softball matchup between the Rush City Tigers and the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. We're getting set for this one. First pitch is set for about 1:30. We could get going a little bit earlier. Looks like teams are ready to go. Campus, of course, this is going to be audio only for this as we Section 7 AA softball matchup between EMP, but we're still ready and excited to get you this one here from Seppi Field at Rock Ridge High School. Again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. We're just about ready to get this one started, and again, it's going to be a very fun one between these two teams. As Rush City, the host here today, they are the home team, and if they win, they would be the home team once again against either Mesabi East or Two Harbors. So we'll keep you up to date on that as we go forward, because they're playing over just down the road a little bit from us in that game, but we're here for this one. And again, it's exciting because this is playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, and, you know, we get to be here, and we are almost set for first pitch. We'll get our national anthem and everything sung and started, and then we should be good to go. But it's much warmer up here than it is down around our local listening area, believe it or not. We're about 10 degrees warmer up here in Virginia, Minnesota, where Rock Ridge is located. So a little bit warmer here today. I mean, we'll take it. But again, rain down in our part of the listening area just kind of, unfortunately, was a little bit too much for the fields to handle, so they had to move some things around, but we're all good and set to go up here on the campus of Rock Ridge High School for this Section 7 AA matchup. As we get ready, I'm getting the starters written down, but we will go forward. The Tigers are the number 3 seed, as you may have heard from the PA announcer, Mr. Rude. But we're going to get our national anthem, and then we'll be back afterward from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Join us June 14th for a day full of free outdoor experiences.
Oh, I was there last year, and I'm going again.
Join us for the free youth outdoor experience at the Gopher Rifle and Revolver Club in Harris, June 14th. Come for the axe throwing, exhibits, clay pigeon demos from the fire department, arts and crafts, 2,000 ears of sweet corn. There's really too much to mention. And kids that sign up before May 31st get a free t-shirt. Register now.
It's easy to sign up. There's a QR code on the Facebook page.
Get the QR code today. Visit Long Spurs of Sunrise River.
It was awesome.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Back here on WCMP Anthem Country as we get set for this ball game here in Section 7 AA. The Rush City Tigers, number 3 seed, hosting the, number 5 or 15 seed is Duluth Marshall. They're the 14 seed, but we're up here at Rock Ridge High School in Virginia, Minnesota because of the rain down there in our neck of the woods, so we had to move this game. Rush City still hosting, so in other words, yes, the other teams are playing just down the road, but technically this is still a Rush City hosted event, so Rush City would still be the home team in the next game as we get ready for our game to get going here between the Tigers and the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. Before we get going with the starters, I want to remind you that the Long Spurs of Sunrise River is throwing an awesome youth event here in June 14th. They'll have axe throwing, clay pigeon shooting, tons of hunting and fishing exhibits, demos from the fire department, 2,000 ears of sweet corn, and a ton of other cool stuff for kids 7 to 17. It is free. You can visit them on Facebook for more info and to get signed up. Kids who get signed up here before May 31st get a free t-shirt as well, so be sure to do that as we get ready. Taking a look at how the Tigers will line up defensively here in Game 1. It'll be on the mound, number 18, Natalie Rude, and behind the plate catching will be number 5, Ashlyn Simmons. Then over at first, it'll be number 2, Kendall Pillar. And at second, it'll be number 15, Kaylin Glenna. And over at third, it'll be number 21, Addison Antonson. Then at short, it's 22, Lola Mold. And in the outfield, playing left is number 6, Kinley Zeltinger. Then in center, it's number 9, Peyton Addix. And over in right, it's number 3, Kenzie Simmons. So that is how they line up defensively as the Tigers get their warm-up throws in, and looks like we are set to go here. Leading off for the Hilltoppers is going to be number 5, Solvi Morel. The Hilltoppers this year, unfortunately, did not win a game. 0-15. They're a really young team, though, this year. Really young. As I had a chance to look, and weren't very many upperclassmen this year. So Morel will line up in the left-handed batter's box as first pitch is out, and we are underway. It is going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 for Morrell as we begin this Section 7AA playoffs, and now we've got a pause in the action. Pitcher and coach for Rush City coming together to talk about something with the ump. Obviously can't hear what they're saying, but not quite sure what that conversation was about, but we're back to action. And here's the 1-0 from Rude. Swung on and missed for strike one. So 1-1 now. One on the way from Rude. Just outside. And that'll be ball two. Got other games going on around our local listening area that we weren't able to get to. Pine City will be playing in Aiken against Barnum today in just about a half hour. This one is swung on, and oh man, did that wind blow that thing around, but the center fielder, great job of getting on that one. Peyton Addix with the line drive catch for out number one. That was headed straight at Addix, and the wind completely blew it the opposite way, but Addix did a good job of adjusting on the fly and making the catch for out number one. El Kovic will now come to the plate for her first at-bat, and here's the pitch. That one swung on right past Rude. It goes right back up the middle, and this will be a base hit for Kovic. So looking like that wind could play a little bit of a factor here today, as we just seen that first line drive. Right back towards center field, but man, oh man, did it take an absolute turn. As we see the number 3 batter, Presley Johns Rude to the plate. Runner at first, one down. For the Hilltoppers, this ball is inside, going to be called ball one. Rude will get the pitch call, and here's the toss. And, ooh, good eye, though, from Johns Rude, as that one just misses the zone for ball two. As I mentioned, we're a little bit warmer than we are down around the station area, Pine City, Rush City. About 10 degrees warmer today, but that wind is blowing. This one is hit, by the way, right out to center field. Addix with the grab. Again, for out number 2, I'd like to see her get 2 hands around that next time, because that wind is just taking it. And today, when you're grabbing it like that is, on the move like that, you want to make sure that you get 2 hands on it. That way it doesn't bounce out. So 2 down now for the Hilltoppers, and here is the cleanup batter, number 4, Willa Perry Spears. First pitch from Rude on the way. That one swung on, popped up in the infield. Who's going to grab it? It'll be Pillar from her first base spot, and that'll be it for the top of the first, as that is out number 3. So a hit, but no runs for the Hilltoppers. No errors for the Tigers. And that'll move us to the bottom of the opening inning here. Again, if you're just joining us, we are up in Virginia, Minnesota, and the campus of Rock Ridge High School at Seppi Field for this Section 7AA matchup. Yes, it was supposed to be played down at Rush, but because of the rain, it just soaked those fields. It didn't just soak the fields, it soaked the ground and everything around it, and fields just weren't holding up as they would have liked them to, just because of how much rain we got. I mean, we got way more rain than I think anyone was expecting, so they decided to move this one up here in a turf field that Rock Ridge has, so provides a little bit better drainage. Of course, they also didn't get the rain that we got down, well, what would be down south in Minnesota that we have the last 3 days, so they're a lot less soaked than we are, a lot less wet, so that it definitely helps as well. But Rock Ridge, a co-op of Evelyn Gilbert and Virginia high schools, they've come together to form this co-op, and ever since this co-op formed, 3-4 years ago I think it was, Rock Ridge has been a pretty strong athletic school in really all sports that they compete in, and They got a great campus up here. Never got to call a game here, so I'm pretty excited to be here to be able to call this game. Got to get a little bit of a road trip, get to get out of the office a little bit, and get to broadcast somewhere I've never broadcast. So a few new spots. I know tomorrow we'll be out in Ramsey, Minnesota for the Bram softball games, but we're ready for the first batter. Leadoff for the Tigers is going to be number 18, Natalie Rude. She watches the first pitch go high and out of the glove of the catcher to the backstop for ball 1. Backstop is a little bit deep here today, so you get any ball that gets past a catcher, no doubt the runners will be able to advance. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 2. The pitcher today for the Hilltoppers is number 6, Esme Johnsrud. Catching is number 5, Solvi Morel. Here's the 2-0. That, again, is going to be high and outside for ball 3. The rest of their infield, at first, it's going to be number 4, Willa Perry Spears. At second, it's Amelia Kaharski. We're number 44. And at third, it's number 48, El Kovic. This pitch is inside. It's a 4-pitch walk for Natalie Rude. Then at short for the Hilltoppers, it is number 8, Presley Johnsrud. In left, it's number 22, Sam Hennis. And in center, it's number 2, Morgan Palin. And in right, it's number 47, Quinlan Steinbach. Now to the plate is Kendall Pillar with a runner on. First pitch to her, just outside. That catcher will keep an eye on Rude over there at first. So it's a 1-0 count for Pillar. Pitch on the way. And Pillar slams this one out towards center. That ball, I think, is going to carry past the center fielder. It will. It's going to one-hop the fence. Pillar right on the tail of Rude, and Rude's going to easily get into third. A double for Pillar, and now runners in scoring position. And that brings to the plate Kenzie Simmons, number 3. Playing in right field today. And here's the pitch. It's inside and high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and that stays high for ball 2. Nobody out. Runners in scoring position for Rush City here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the way, 2-0, and that's inside for ball 3. Esme Johnsrud with the 3-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4, so another walk here, 4-pitch walk. That'll load up the bases for the cleanup batter, number 22, Lola Mold. You're getting into the top, really anyone on this roster for Rush City can hit a home run, but these are kind of the power hitters here for Rush City. Mold, Glenna, and Antonson. This is really where you got to pay attention where you're putting these pitches, but of course Pillar and Rude have also hit some long balls as well, through not just this year, throughout their career. So like I mentioned, anyone on this roster is capable of hitting it deep and out, so you got to be mindful of that. Meanwhile, Mold gets one, swings over the top of it. She actually did just get a piece of it, so that will be strike 1 on the foul tip. And that'll even up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mold wants that one back. She swung just over the top of it, and it looked like she was going to launch that one. So the 1-1 pitch is now on the way from Johnsrud, and just behind, and that ball is going to get by the catcher, but because of the long backstop, it is going to score a run. It will score Rude from third, so on the pass ball, the first run of the game does score. Runners advance to second and third. So the Tigers are on the board first, and again, any way you can get them, especially in a playoff game. 2-1 is the count now for Mold. That's high and inside for ball 3. Again, Hilltoppers, a very young team this year, did not win a game. Also, not extremely deep either, so a little bit of a learning year, as this will be ball 4, a 5-pitch walk for Lola Mold, and that will reload the bases with nobody out. And coming to the plate is Kaylin Glenna. Meanwhile, we get a quick pitcher's visit for the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers wearing that mainly gray jersey, the black sleeves with the yellow stripe at the bottom of the sleeve, yellow stripe on the side of the jersey as well. And, I guess we're going to get a pitcher change already. So, going to get a new pitcher, unfortunately, for the Hilltoppers. Just want to change it up. It'll be L. Kovich who will move to the pitcher spot, as John Rood allowed that 1 run and allowed the 1 hit, 3 walks, and no strikeouts there for her. So L. Kovich will now be the new pitcher. If I seen correctly, the pitcher moved over to either short or third. Looks like she's standing at shortstop from my point of view. Don't trust my eyes, though. My eyes are terrible. Maybe third. Well, she's over in the left corner there on the infield. So Elkovich will get her warm-up throws in here. Looks like, yes. Townsend moved to third, so. So Kaylin Glenna still at the plate now. Again, before she got to see a pitch, they decided to switch pitchers here for the Hilltoppers. Bases are loaded, nobody out. 1 run has crossed for the Tigers. Here's the first pitch. That is swung on out towards left, but right to the left fielder, and that is deep enough. Kendall Piller has got a ton of speed, and she's going to score off the sacrifice fly. Plus, that will score the run, or bring the run from second to third. So a sac fly there for Kaylin Glenna. RBI for out number 1. The runner at first does stay, though. So now runners at the corners, 1 down. Score is 2-0 Tigers on top of the Hilltoppers here in the bottom of the first. And at the plate is the lefty, Addison Antonsen. First pitch to her, and late decision to swing. That one was kind of rising and stayed kind of right down the middle, and she chose to swing late. Fouled it back for strike 1. Two nothing is the score. Again, runners at the corners. Simmons at third, Mold at first. Glenna with the sac fly RBI. Here's the 0-1 now to Antonsen. That's outside for ball 1 here to Antonsen, the catcher. Quickly moving, keeping an eye on Simmons there at third. Quickly out of that stance. She's willing to throw that one down there. Kovich with the 1-1. That's high and inside for ball 2. Meanwhile, that does allow Mold to move down to second on the steal. I think they were just going to not risk the throw at that point because she got a good jump. 2-1 on the way from Kovich. Outside. Oh, they're going to say in there for strike 2. Just got a piece of the strike zone on the outside part for strike 2. Good-looking pitch, though. That's a good-looking pitch. 2-2 on the way. Similar spot as the last one, but just outside the zone. So now a full count here for Antonsen. Kovich, 3-2 on the way. That's inside, ball 4. That will load the bases once again for Rush City. 1 down, and now to the plate, Megan Nelson, the designated player. As I mentioned, the Hilltoppers gray jerseys, black sleeves, the yellow stripe on the end of the sleeves, the side of the jersey, and on the neck. The white letters, the black numbers outlined in yellow, the black pants, as well as the black socks as well. Kovich with the pitch now to Nelson. That is in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Kovich to Nelson. Nelson gives that one a swing right to the second baseman. They get, oh no, they're going to double it up. So it was caught by the second baseman, and Kenzie Simmons, I think, just got caught in a little bit of a spot there. So Nelson lined out there to the second baseman for the second out, and Kenzie Simmons, thinking it was a hit left third, to come home to try and score a run, but because it was caught, she needed to tag up. So they threw the ball back to third to get her out as out number 3. So unfortunate there, but the Tigers still score the 2 runs and lead 2-0 here as we move forward to what will now be the top of the second inning for this Section 7 AA playoffs here in Rockridge. We'll be back after a quick word from our fine sponsors.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately. Aurelius Manufacturing is a proud sponsor.
Oh, and what a play here to lead off the second. It was Sam Hennis to lead off. She hit it towards second, and the second baseman, Kaylin Glenna, on the diving stop. The underhand throw to Pillar at first for the out, and what a play there by Kaylin Glenna for out number 1. So now to the plate is Esme Johnsrud. She swings and misses for strike 1. So 1 down here in the top of the second. Tigers running their all black today. The black jerseys, black pants, the blue letters and numbers outlined in that tiger yellow. The black socks with the blue and yellow stripes. Those blue and yellow stripes on the neck of the jersey and at the end of the sleeve, right on the cuff. Meanwhile, a 1-1 now for Esme Johnsrud. Pitch from Rude is inside for ball 2. This Tigers team has had a pretty good group for 10 years now. 10 straight years they have been Great River Conference champions, and they were able to get it this year. And a big reason for that was because they were able to beat the Bombers in Bram. At that time, Bram was the top team in the conference, so a big win there. And then they went on to beat 2 conference teams later that week, and that is how they got the conference championship once again. Meanwhile, this pitch to Esme Johnsrud is outside. That is ball 4. So the Hilltoppers will get a base runner on. And now to the plate is another lefty, Morgan Palin. All right, first one down. The pitch to Palin in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way from Rude. And that will just miss the zone for ball 1. Rude with the 1-1. Ooh, just outside the zone for ball 2. Good spot for that pitch. That's one where you come back to that one later in the game, you're going to get someone swinging and missing for a strikeout on that type of pitch, especially that location. 2-1 on the way now from Rude. Swing and a miss there from Palin, and it'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, runner at first here for the Hilltoppers of Duluth Marshall. And Rude with the pitch. Palin just gets a piece of it, fouls it down the third baseline, and she'll get another chance at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Get that ball thrown back in here to Rude. And here's the 2-2. Low, and that'll run the count full. So another full count here in this at-bat. Or in this inning, I should say. Palin, the current batter for the Hilltoppers. That one is swung on, popped up, and that's going to get over the fence here. That's supposed to protect from those foul balls, but that one had a lot of height on it, and it manages to get over. So that is going to allow her to try and do it once again with a 3-2 count. Pitch is in there for a strike 3. A strikeout looking for Palin will be out number 2. So 2 down now for the Hilltoppers, and Quinlan Steinbach coming to the plate. Pitch on the way from Rude. She wanted to show bump. She pulled back, and that's in there anyways for strike 1. Rude, only a sophomore, plays a lot of different positions. She's an all-conference player, plus a 2-time varsity letter winner as part of this Tiger softball team. She'll be pitching for this first game, and then if they win, we'll probably see her at a different spot in game 2. Meanwhile, this next pitch is in there for strike 2 to Steinbach. The throw down to Pillar at first, but the player is back in time. So 0-2, and Rude looking to finish off the inning. That one is just tipped, and that'll keep Steinbach alive with an 0-2. Runner at first, 2 down for the Hilltoppers. We'll get an extra ball thrown in here, give it to the umpire, and ready for the 0-2 again from Rude. And here's the pitch. Well out in front of that one, and it's another strikeout here for Natalie Rude. That is out number 3. No hits, no runs for the Hilltoppers. So we'll move down now to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers will have their chance to kind of get things going again. Offensively, they got things going real early last inning. A walk and then a double, then another walk, a sac fly, and a walk, then a line out, which unfortunately got 2 outs in that one. But so we get set, and leading off the bottom of the second will be Kinley Zeltinger. She'll be leading off for the Tigers. Again, at top of the first, the before and out was registered for the Hilltoppers. They went and switched pitchers. So they started Esme Johnsrud, but decided to go with El Kovic after a couple of walks. So everything is set and ready for bottom of the second. Kinley Zeltinger coming to the right-handed batter's box. Kovic readies, and here's the pitch. Inside, but Zeltinger gives it a late swing. The ground out to the third baseman as she throws it on to first in time for out number 1. So an early 1-pitch, 1 out, and that brings to the plate Peyton Addix. I think you look a lot of times at the bottom part of the order as maybe the weaker part, but I tell you what, this Rush City lineup, there really are no weak parts of the lineup. It's just, hey, we're going to decide to put you here today. First pitch here to Addix is well inside for ball 1. Meanwhile, the 1-0 is swung on and hit right to the second baseman. Oh, what a grab on the bounce. And then the throw to first is in time for out number 2. That's just a really good fielding play there by the second baseman for the Hilltoppers, Amelia Kaharski. Now to the plate is Natalie Rude. We're back to the top of the order for the Tigers. So there are 2 down, though. Here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is inside to Rude for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way from Kovic. That's inside and fouled out into the parking lot. That one's going to roll a ways. 1-1 now for Rude, as she's trying to help her team avoid the 1-2-3 inning. Well, we've seen a lot of two-out rallies from this Tiger team, and Rude's hoping to start it here as this one is hit, and it's a bouncer. It is going to just get by both the third baseman and the shortstop. That'll be a base hit for Natalie Rude. So it won't be a 1-2-3 inning, as it is now Kendall Pillar coming to the plate. And Pillar looking to continue this inning. Pitch on the way. And Pillar lines this one out to left center, and that's going to bounce and roll its way, and they are going to send the runner home. Rude is going to be easily in, and it's an RBI double there for Kendall Pillar. Second at bat, second double for Pillar. This time it winds up being an RBI as Rude easily in for the run. 3-0 now, the lead for the Tigers. Still 2 down, but to the plate is Kenzie Simmons. She walked her last at-bat last inning. She's showing bunt pulled back. It's in the pellets, I guess, not in the dirt, as again, they say turf field, but it is low for ball 1, and with that, Pillar takes third on the steal. Being aggressive, getting another runner in scoring position. Just that much closer for Kenzie Simmons. Now a base hit, drives in another run. Here's the pitch from Kovic. Ooh, inside. She jumped out of the way, though. That's ball 2. 2-0 count for Kenzie Simmons. Pitch on the way. Ooh, late decision to swing at that one. And it's going to be a 2-1 now. That one looked like a good pitch to swing at, just a late decision to swing. And now Kovic with the 2-1. Showing bunt again, pulling back on the ball, and that will score a run on the pass ball. So pass ball will bring Kendall Pillar home, and that will empty the bases. It's 4-0 now, Tigers with the lead. And now Kenzie Simmons with a 3-1 count, trying to get on base and, again, continue this little 2-out rally that's going for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown again. And she pulled back in time, and that's going to be ball 4. Her second walk in her second at-bat. And we'll have a runner at first with 2 down, and now to the plate is Lola Mold. She also walked in her first at-bat last inning, but now there are 2 down as she'll look to put this one in play. And got Kenzie Simmons, who has some good speed over there at first, looking to put this one in play. She might put it more than just in play. That might be back, and that is gone. Lola Mold with a shot towards left field. That is gone, and it's a home run for Lola Mold. The 2-run home run for Lola Mold. Yeah, I said it last time she was up that she's got the power to go deep, as does a lot of these players in this lineup, and she shows it there. And that's now going to make it 6-0 for the Tigers, and still 2 down. And you still got 2 more power hitters to worry about. Kaylin Glenna now to the plate, nobody on, 2 down, 6-0, the Tigers lead. Here's the pitch from Kovic. And Glenna, that one to the shortstop, and the throw on to first is in time for out number 3. Well hit ball, but the shortstop with it just kind of came right to her, and she was able to make the play. But the Tigers, man, they do some damage after 2 outs. They come out and get 3 hits to score 4 runs. No errors there by the Hilltoppers, and it is 6-0 now in favor of the Tigers. So we'll get ready for the start of the 3rd inning. Looks like the Tigers are ready to go themselves. But before we get the 3rd inning of play started, we'll get a quick word from our fine sponsors.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP. Leading it off in the top of the third for the Hilltoppers is Amelia Kuharski. First pitch to her is in there for strike one. Rude readies. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Rude just blew that one by her for strike two. Here's the 0-2. Took something off it, and ooh, called ball one. That was a good-looking pitch there from Rude. I thought that was a strikeout pitch waiting, but just missed for ball one. Now here's the 1-2. Swung on and fouled back into the backstop. So Kuharski stays alive. 1-2. Rude gets the pitch call and the delivery. Well out in front of that one, and again, Rude with that nice off speed for out number one. Coming to the plate now is the top of the order, Solvi Morell. Flew out to center in her first at-bat, gave it a ride, and that ball, man, it switched on the center fielder out there, Peyton Addix, but she did a good job of adjusting on the fly. So the lefty will watch this one go over the head of the catcher for ball one. Again, stay tuned after this one. If the Tigers continue to hold on to this lead and go on to win, they will play the winner of Mesabi Easton Two Harbors right here at this Seppi Field at 3 o'clock or whenever either game ends. This one is popped up towards the third baseman, and the third baseman makes the grab there. Great grab by Addison Antonsen for out number two.
Next batter for the Hilltoppers, number 48.
And now to the plate, Elkovic. Two down and nobody on here for the Hilltoppers in the top of the third. Rude ready. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball one. Here's the 1-0. That one chopped towards third. And throwing to first is in time for out number three. 1, 2, 3 go the Hilltoppers. No hits, no runs, and no errors by the Tigers. So that'll move us to the bottom of the third. And the Tigers will be led off by Addison Antonsen. As I mentioned earlier, we do have some other local teams playing today. Over in Aiken, it's Pine City playing Barnum. Winner moves on to play in Aiken at 4 o'clock against Aiken. Aiken beat Crosby. Ironton looks like maybe 2-0, 2-1, can't quite tell. But again, tomorrow we'll be out in Ramsey, Minnesota to cover Bram softball. It could be one, it could be two games for Bram. If Bram wins, they would play another one, and we would be out there for that game. So we'll be out there for that one. Also, tonight we've got more action here on Anthem Country. So not just this game and not just the possible next game. We'll also have a game this evening for you. We'll be down at Brennan Field for the Hinckley Knights game as they take on the Coon Rapids Redbirds this evening. Again, that is if the rain has not gotten heavier down there in Hinckley, Minnesota, and made the field conditions too poor. So we'll wait and see. We'll keep you updated on that as well. Bottom of the third here at Rockridge, Seppi Field. 6-0 Tigers lead, and leading off is Addison Antonsen, the lefty. She walked in her first plate appearance. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. 1-0 for Antonsen. That ball is going to kind of stuck in the pitcher's hand there, and that one went way over top for ball 2. But you get them out of the way now, and then you don't have to, then you don't throw those when players are on base. 2-0 now for Antonsen. And here's the pitch, low, and that'll be ball 3. 3-0, usually you get the red light, usually you don't swing. I'm guessing that'll be the case here for Antonsen. And that one is high for ball 4. So now a runner at first for the Tigers. And to the plate is Megan Nelson. She lined out to second her last time. And unfortunately had Kenzie Simmons thrown out at third too because she left thinking it was a base hit. Meanwhile, first pitch here to Simmons is popped up towards second. This is trouble, but second baseman gets to it in time for out number 1. Well, she is out by the same player as she was last time. Coming to the plate is Kinley Zeltinger. With 1 down, runner at first. Pitch on the way from Kovic. It's outside and high for ball 1. Don't come up to Virginia, Minnesota too often, but the few times that I have, man, the drive has been beautiful. Got all these trees, and usually there's not a lot of traffic, which is nice. 2-0 now for Zeltinger. And, ooh, late swing there. That one was kind of rising, and right at the last second noticed, hey, it's a decent one to hit, but just missing on it for strike 1. 2-1 on the way now from Kovic. And adjusting, she adjusted her feet a little bit, trying to put it out towards left center maybe, but then misses on the swing, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And just did foul tip that one to keep herself live. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, runner at first here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 2-2. Got a piece of that one. That one is right to the second baseman again for out number 2. So 2 down now for the Tigers, and last time they had 2 down, they only went on to go and get 3 hits, 4 runs, and one of those hits was a 2-run home run from Lola Mold. So let's see if they can't get another 2-out rally going. It's Peyton Addix at the plate. Watches that one inside for ball 1. Addix trying to put one in play here and continue this inning. Pitch on the way. Gave it a ride. That's going to be right at short. The throw on to first. Ooh, a little bit high, but it is there in time for out number 3. Not quite a 1-2-3, but no hits and no runs. And no errors there for the Hilltoppers. And that will push us to the 4th inning of play. And we will have that 4th inning of play when we return after a word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country, 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Top of the 4th inning here on WCMP, and leading off for the Hilltoppers is Presley Johnsrud. First pitch to her, swung on and missed. Natalie Rude in the pitcher's circle at the start for this game. So far, so good. 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. It's only allowed 1 hit so far. Meanwhile, this next pitch is going to be ball 1. So now the 1-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. It will pop out of the catcher's glove, but it is strike 2. One, 2 on the way. That one swung on, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to get by the left fielder. So not only is John Ruse going to get a base hit, this will be 2, and she could push for 3, but she'll stop at second with a leadoff double. That's just a really good hit ball there by Johnsrud. And for the first time here today, the Hilltoppers have a runner in scoring position. Willa Perry Spears now to the plate, flew out back in the first. So let's see now what the Tigers do with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And that one is swung on, fouled off the first base line. We'll go get that ball, throw it back in here to Rude. Rude readies. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and had her well behind that one. Good looking pitch there from Natalie Rude. 0-2 the count for Perry Spears. Here's the 0-2. Swung right back up to Rude at the pitcher spot. She throws it on first in time for out number 1. But that does allow the runner to move up from second to third. So a base hit here scores a run for the Hilltoppers. Sam Hennis is at the plate. She grounded out in her first at-bat, but a ground ball isn't going to be the worst thing here to try and get a run home. Meanwhile, this first pitch to her is outside for ball 1. Tigers trying to hold on to that 0 on the scoreboard. Rude going to have to do some work here in the pitching circle. Meanwhile, this one low for ball 2. So now a 2-0 for Sam Hennis. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and she might have got a piece of that one. It's foul tipped in the glove for strike 1. Two one on the way. Oh, good looking pitch. Some nice movement on that one to get Hennis to swing through it to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a strikeout here goes a long ways of not only getting out of the inning, but keeping that 0 on the scoreboard. That one, ooh, just below the zone for ball 3. Full count here for Hennis. She's doing a good job being patient at the plate, but man, Rude would love to get a strikeout here. And she does. Late swing from Hennis is going to be strikeout, and that is out number 2. So now, all of a sudden, that runner at third is not as big of a threat to score. I mean, she still is, but with now you only need 1 out. No matter how you get it here in this at-bat, doesn't matter because then the run won't score. Well, at least won't count. Esme Johnsrud at the plate, swings and misses out that one. And now we're going to have a play at the plate, throw to home. And he's calling her safe. I gotta respectfully disagree. I think Rude got the tag in time. Gonna say she's safe, but I think that tag was, not only was it well in time, I think she got it on her foot that would have been on the plate. So, while that is unfortunate, they still have the lead. So, that is a tough call. Well, unfortunate there for the Tigers. That certainly does. You can kind of feel it. It just kind of takes away a little bit of the energy. They wanted to hold on to that 0 on the scoreboard. That for any team to hold a team scoreless through a game is just such a momentum boost. But that definitely takes away a little bit of the energy here for the Tigers. But Natalie Rude coming back with a strike, and this one's high for ball 3, so it's a full count now to Esme Johns-Rude. But again, Tigers still have the lead, so they got to keep their eye on the long run here. 3-1 on the way, swung on, chopped to second, easily grabbed and thrown on to first for out number 3. Well, whether you like the call or not, whether you agree or don't, the run did score on a pass ball, so unfortunately there for the Tigers, the shutout will go by the wayside there. But again, got to look at big picture. You're still leading the game 6-1. You still get to come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. And again, you're still the home team. So got to look at big picture wise. But I know that a shutout for any team is definitely an energy booster. So we'll move to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers will be led off by the top of the order, Natalie Rude. So she'll see the plate for the 3rd time in 4 innings. Not bad. Not bad. So we can hear some cheers over from the field just down the way. They've got the baseball field and 2 softball fields here as part of the sports complex here at Rockridge High School in Virginia, Minnesota. Got all turf. They've got a baseball field again, 2 softball fields, and then the football field just across from the high school. But that field just down the way is 2 Harbors and Mesabi East going at it. We'll see who could possibly play in game 2. Meanwhile, Natalie Rude at the plate leading off. She looks at that ball that is low for ball 1. And Rude has plenty of home runs this year and last. Just continuing to add on. The late swing here. She's going to, that one's going to bounce over the third baseman's glove. But hey, doesn't matter how you get on as long as you get on. And that'll be another single there for Natalie Rude. 2 for 2 with a walk in the first now. And coming to the plate, Kendall Pillar. 2 doubles in the game and RBI double back in the second. Pitch on the way. That rolls to the catcher for ball 1. And Rude, that ball got away a little bit, but catcher was able to get to it, and Rude will have to move back to first. 1-0 on the way. That's high for ball 2. And Rude giving that catcher, making that catcher do some work. And sometimes with that, you get the catcher to get a little bit antsy and throw the ball for an error. So, but again, trying to get a runner in scoring position are the Tigers. This one from Pillar is swung on and right out to straightaway center. And, wasn't the cleanest of catches, but if it's an out, it don't matter. As that is flown right to center, and she does just hold it in her glove for out number 1. That one wanted to pop out, but it just did stay in the glove for out number 1. And now Kenzie Simmons to the plate for the Tigers. 0 for 0 today. 2 walks, and she did get a piece of it. Bunts it foul for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt again, and pull back in time. 1-1 now. And on the pass ball, Rude moves to second. It's 1 down runner at second now for the Tigers. Kenzie Simmons with a 1-1. Showing bunt, and unfortunately again bunted foul, and that'll run the count 1-2. So now won't be able to bunt. She'll have to swing. Give Kovic some credit, though. She's put some pitches in there that have just spun that bunt backwards. 1-2 on the way. Late decision to swing. This is in foul territory, and yep, she held on. Well, the third baseman and catcher collide, but the third baseman holds on to it for out number 2. So now 2 down, runner at second, and Lola Mold to the plate. Can we see another 2-out home run from Lola Mold? You see the left fielder, she moves right back to the warning track out there. She says, I know what she brings. I got to move. Oh, boy, Lola Mold went opposite, and this one is going to get down. That's another base hit, and the center fielder. That one took a weird bounce out there in right center. I don't know what happened with that ball. It may have gotten up in the air and kind of hung up with the wind. It's an RBI double either way for Lola Mold, so maybe not a home run, but it scores a run. And it's 7-1 now, Tigers, and at the plate, Kaylin Glenna. Oh, and she absolutely kills that ball. That'll be a base hit. That'll score a run. Oh, and it continues to roll into the left field corner. That is going to be a RBI double for Glenna. Back-to-back RBI doubles, making an 8-1 lead now for the Tigers. And to the plate is the lefty Addison Antonsen, and she's got a chance to score another run. Another 2-out rally here for the Tigers. Can Addison Antonsen, continue it? Oh, she wanted to. That one, though, good-looking pitch from Kovic, and she swings and misses. Antonsen, a sophomore, believe it or not. She's a letter winner, but this one swung on right to the shortstop and almost. She's about 2 steps away from beating that one out. But the shortstop does make the play for out number 3. But again, another 2-out rally, 3 runs, 2 hits. No errors there for the Marshall Hilltoppers, so that will move us along to the 5th inning, but again, more 2-out damage done by the Tigers here in that inning, and they now have a 7-run lead as we move to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Are you interested?
Back here on WCMP. Get a little bit of a change there in left. It'll be Riley Blatz out there in left for Kinley Zeltinger. So that's the change. So now we'll get to the leadoff batter here for the Hilltoppers. It's going to be Morgan Palin. Struck out looking in her first at-bat back in the 2nd. Rude gets that one in there, a swing. She did foul that one off, did Palin, and that'll be strike 1. Some Tiger fans have made the plus 2-hour drive up from Rush City, Minnesota, up here to Virginia. Make a day out of it, though. This one's outside for ball 1. Game 2, if the Tigers win, would begin around 3. Probably closer to 3:30, I would guess. This one is swung on, softly hit to the shortstop. She picks it up, throwing to first. Who is in time, but man, Palin nearly beat that one out. But the nice throw from the shortstop there, Lola Mold, gets her for out number 1. Quinlan Steinbach to the plate. She struck out swinging in her first plate appearance. First pitch to her, low for ball 1. way from Rude. Ooh, just high above the zone for ball 2. Good looking pitch, but just ran a little bit high. Here's the 2-0. That's in there for strike 1. Just below the letters. 2-1 on the way. And Steinbach just does foul this one off. But it's going to move the count 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Rude getting the pitch call. Here's the 2-2. Late decision swing in foul territory. Pillar going after it, and she makes the grab. That's one thing you got to love about this Rush City team is no ball is out of play. There is not one ball that is going to be out of play for this team. They are going to this team hustles so hard after every single ball. You just love that. And that's part of the reason why they have been now 10 years in a row Great River Conference champs and also made deep playoff runs each and every year they've been conference champs. Meanwhile, Kaharski, a soft hit one over first base. It's going to get down for a base hit, throw in from right fielder, but it is not in time. And Kaharski's going to be in there with a soft hit single. It doesn't matter, but man, that one was interesting to say the least. Now to the plate is the lefty, Solvi Morel, with the runner on first and 2 down. Yeah, that one, a good hit ball, but man, good job to the right fielder, nearly getting this one up. And then, oh my goodness, an error there by the right fielder. That is not only going to be a base hit, it is going to score a run. The right fielder to throw in, and yes, oh, the error there in right. It gets under one glove, it gets under another, and then the right fielder took her eyes off it way too quickly, and an error will score the run. I think she would have had the base hit, but an error is going to allow the run to score, so it will be an unearned run. An unearned run there, and Morel now into third. Big mistake there in right. Makes this an 8-2 game. Now, that was a case where she was looking at first, took her eye off the ball a little too quickly, and the ball rolled under her glove, and then it was a chase. Meanwhile, this one popped up, and nice grab there by the catcher, Ashlyn Simmons, to end the inning. But damage was done there on that one as, oh, that one hurts. So 2 hits, 1 run, and an error. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. It'll be an unearned run for Rude, but man, so tough there. And you know that Simmons out there in right was just looking to make a play because, to be fair, that play at first would have been close had she fielded the ball. It would have been. I don't know if she would have made the throw in time. It for sure would have been close though, but it is going to wind up being an error that scores a run. But it's only 1, so that's the good news. But still does hurt a little bit for the Tigers. Looks like we got a change here on the side of the Tigers. In for Megan Nelson will be Riley Zeltinger. So another move there for them. Well, we move to the bottom of the 4th here. Tigers do lead 8-2 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, but some unfortunate things happen here in the last inning for them. Allow 1 run and then an unearned run there just last inning. Leading off for the Tigers is going to be number 1, Riley Zeltinger. So the Hilltoppers look out to come and try and get a 1-2-3 inning. Meanwhile, the Tigers look to add on even more. For those of you keeping track, in the 5th inning, they would need 4 runs here to get it to end on a 10-run rule. First pitch, though, to Riley Zeltinger is high for ball 1. That one, ooh, good looking pitch, but just outside the zone for ball 2. (2-0) on the way. That's low for ball 3. Beautiful day here in Virginia, Minnesota. Some clouds in the sky, but mostly sunny and up towards 60 degrees. Definitely take that. 3-0 now for Riley Zeltinger as the leadoff batter, and this one's going to be low for ball 4. A 4-pitch leadoff walk for Riley Zeltinger, and now to the plate is number 4, Briley Blatz. Riley Blatz to the plate now with a runner at first. That's outside for ball 1. Riley Blatz, a junior on this team. She's also a captain and has a varsity letter as well. 2-0 for Blatz, and the pitch on the way. Late, just, oh my goodness, what a play. Oh, close play there at second. So that one was hit right back to the pitcher. She was going to go to first, then thought about it and was like, oh, wait, I'm going to get the leadoff runner at second. She does for out number 1. It was a close play there at second. I don't think you would argue it, but it was that close. Meanwhile, it's 1 down. Runner at first again. Peyton Addix. This one softly hit down the third base line. Everyone's safe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play there. Peyton Addix. So runners at first and second now. And we're back to the top of the order. 4th time to the plate in 5 innings for Natalie Rude. And if Pillar is able to get there, that would be the same for her and Kenzie Simmons, along with Lola Mold and Kaylin Glenna. Anytime you get 4 at-bats in a game, though, that's a good sign. This one is, on the outside part of the plate. Strike 1 to Natalie Rude. And runners at first and second, 1 down here. Bottom of the 5th, Tigers lead 8-2 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 0-1 on the way to Rude. It's low. That's going to get by. Again, the long backstop is going to allow these runners to easily advance to second and third. Runners in scoring position now, and that opens up first base for Rude as well. So now a 1-1 count for Natalie Rude. She gets that one into the gap in right center. That'll score both, and she'll also be able to go to second. And she'll stop there. So a 2-run double for Natalie Rude. That'll make it 10-2. With Kendall Pillar at the plate. Chance to do some more damage here. Flew out last at bat. But up to that point, she was 2 for 2, so 2 for 3. Showing bunt, pulls back, then goes to swing, and that's, just fouled down that third base line. Had that stayed fair, Rude is scoring, and Pillar's coming to second at the least. That does go foul, though, and it's strike 1. Showing bunt again. She'll swing this one out towards right. It's going to get over the right fielder's head. Oh, no, she lost it in the sun. She lost it in the sun and had to turn and guard her face. Oh, that's unfortunate for her. But it is going to be a triple there for Pillar. Man, she makes running the bases look easy. RBI triple for Kendall Pillar. And the Tigers are 1 run away from ending this game via the 10-run rule, and Kenzie Simmons could be the player to do it. 3 hits, 2 runs, and that one, or 3 runs, excuse me. That one's going to go foul on the swing from Kenzie Simmons. Simmons a base hit, scores the game-winning run. 0-1 on the way, showing bunt. Ooh, bunts over it, believe it or not. And now it's going to be 0-2. So now she will have to swing. Kovic with the 0-2. That's high for ball one. And Pillar, she was hoping that one would go over because she was coming home. 1-2 now for Simmons. Here's the pitch. Ooh, going to be called ball two outside. That was close. Very close, but good eye there from Kenzie Simmons to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way from Kovic. That one right to the third baseman, bobbled. And, yeah, they're just going to... Duluth Marshall will just kind of keep themselves at least going for one more at-bat as they do not make a play. More of a fielder's choice than anything there as they keep Pillar at third. So there was no throw made to first. More of a fielder's choice there. But Lola Mold to the plate, and, well, we all know that she has been pretty automatic, not just today, but all season long, as has a lot of this team. So she'll look for a base hit to get that game-winning run to the plate. And with that pitch, it is going to allow Simmons to take second on the pass ball. And it is, again, a base. Oh, I get. So did that ball hit her? It must have, because they're saying that Mold is going to take first. So, well, that one must have hit her. Okay. Well, now Kaylin Glenna has the chance. Walk, sack fly, base hit, anything will score the game-winning run here, unless it's a ground ball, because then, well, that's going to do it. So the base hit there, and an RBI to score the game-winning run, and that'll do it. Well, 3 runs come home to make it 14, but all they needed was the couple. So that'll make it 14-2, the final. They do get those 3 runs. So it's a 3-run double for Kaylin Glenna. So 14-2 is the final here for the Tigers. But that is not the end, as we will play right after this, actually. We will see who is winning over there between Two Harbors and Mesabi East, and then the winner will play Rush City right here at, it could be a little bit after 3, could be right at 3. We'll have to wait and see. So they will officially end it, call it 12-2. So official will call it 12-2, but nonetheless, Tigers do get the win here over Duluth Marshall. So we will be back here. We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll get you back to regularly scheduled programming. And then we'll be back because the Tigers are going to either host Two Harbors or Mesabi East in the next game. And then we'll see what happens with that one. But we'll quickly take a commercial break. We'll come back and recap this one. See if we can't maybe get an update from that game over there. And then we'll be getting back to regularly scheduled program. So, quick commercial break, back to recap this one, and let you know what's going on here in the next game.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home? Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
Minnesota Twins baseball.
Twins 2, Blue Jays nothing, 9th inning. The 0-2 to Varsho. He struck him out! Twins win!
Every hit, home run, or strikeout on the boat, on the lawnmower, or at work. All the action is right here.
This is Royce Lewis.
This is Ryan Jeffers. Hey, Twins fans, this is Rocco Baldelli. You can catch Twins baseball all season long right here.
The Twins!
On Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
You gotta stop somewhere, so make it a stop into the Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Thursday, May 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m., get 40 cents off per gallon of gas. Whoa, 40 cents per gallon savings? While you're there, grab Pringles 2 for $5, Jack Link's 2 for $11, Doritos are buy one, get the second half off, and Gatorade 3 for $6. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP, the Tigers beat the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers 12-2. Right now, looking over at that game, just down the road a little bit, shouting distance really. Mesabi East is leading Two Harbors in the bottom of the fifth now, 7-0. So it looks like the Tigers could wind up playing Mesabi East here at around 3 o'clock, looking more like a closer to 3:30 start for that one. So we'll keep you updated on that as to what is happening. But here in this one, the Tigers get the win 12-2 officially after the 10-run rule comes into play. They score the 4 hits, 4 runs there in the fifth to get the win. Natalie Rude went all 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, gave up only the 1 run, even though Hilltoppers did score 2. The 1 run came on an error. She walked 1 and struck out 4. Here today. Pretty good outing here for the Tigers as they move on to the second game against, again, more than likely Mesabi East, but Mesabi East is leading Two Harbors right now 7-0 in the bottom of the fifth. So there's still an inning and a half to go where Two Harbors could score some runs, but Mesabi East looking like they'll play Rush City here at around 3:30. So stay tuned for that. But I want to give a huge shout out to our fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast and every other broadcast that we do, and plus to you, our loyal listeners, for tuning in to this and every other game. Again, if it's not for you or the sponsors, I don't get to come out here and call these games. So I appreciate you and the sponsor for not only giving me a job to do, but also being able for me to keep my job. That's going to do it for me for just a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to regularly scheduled programming here on Anthem Country WCMP. Then after that, we're going to come back. We're going to get you ready for Game 2, where the Tigers will play either Mesabi East or Two Harbors. Again, I would tune in at 3 o'clock. If you don't hear me then, come back at around 3:15. We should be up and ready by then. So, again, the Tigers win Game 1, 12-2 over the Hilltoppers. They will look to play the winner of Mesabi East and Two Harbors here at around that 3:30 mark. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Tune back in at around that 3:15 mark for Game 2 here on Anthem Country WCMP. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Tune back in at around that 3:15 mark for Game 2 here on Anthem Country WCMP.